Hello there, Dougo, your success accelerator here. Let's talk today in this lesson about your why. Now, when you were with me and you went through the SMART goals segment, one of the last things is that it has to help you move towards what you want. And many times people don't know what they want. Now, does that make sense when you're setting out on a journey to achieve a goal that you need to know why you're doing this? And your big why would be another way of putting this. Now, most people, when they're setting out to achieve a goal, you might say that they're on one side, they're at point A, and they want to get to point B. And they'll sit down and sometimes they'll just get started. Some people even take the time to make a plan and they say, it's going to take me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps to achieve this goal. Now, let me ask you, if in order to achieve your goal, what if you needed to run across 8 lanes of busy traffic, 8 lanes of freeway traffic in LA, Los Angeles, California? Would you do it? And you might be thinking, no way I'd be running across 8 lanes of busy freeway traffic, Doug. That isn't going to happen. Well, then what if I said, hey, what if your infant child were over at point B, and in order to get them and make sure that they were safe and protected, you needed to run across 8 lanes of busy freeway traffic? What about then? Well, your answer might change. You might say, absolutely, Doug, I'll do whatever it takes to make sure my infant child is protected. So were you lying to me just a moment ago? Of course not. It's just that your why wasn't big enough to cause you to want to run across 8 lanes of busy traffic. Now, here is the reason why you've got to know what your why is and where you're at in order to become successful. Now, 97% of people don't fail because they lack the how to. They've read the books, they've been to the camps, they've watched the videos, they've studied the workbooks. They know how to do it. Right? They don't fail because they lack the how to. That how to is all around. They fail because they lack the why to. They just don't have a strong enough reason to achieve the goal. Just like running across that freeway traffic just for the fun of it, as opposed to making sure that your infant child is protected. So what is your why that's strong enough to pull you through the path of becoming successful and achieving your goal? Back in the 40s and 50s, a psychologist named Maslow came up with what he calls the hierarchy of needs. And I want to go through these briefly so that you'll get an idea of where you're at here right now. So, if your goal isn't directly supporting you becoming biologically and physiologically supporting one of those needs, like your basic life needs, okay? Air to breathe, food to eat, something to drink, a place to stay and keep warm, and to have sex and reproduce, or to be able to sleep. If your goal is in conflict, or if any of these items have not been satisfied yet, and your goal doesn't have something to do with making that happen, well, then you are going to be in conflict with that goal. Now, once all of those basic needs are taken care of, well, then we progress up the ladder to safety needs, all right? Your protection, feeling secure, having order and law and limits in your life, and being stable, all right? Now, again, if your goal doesn't help you meet one of those, and if these 2 layers have not been met yet, well, then that's going to have to happen before you'll be able to achieve that goal. All right? Belongingness and love needs. Now, this is a level where your family, your affection, your love needs, your relationships, your work group, all right? If those needs aren't attended to right now, it's very likely that your goal might be in conflict with that. So, all right, you got to take a look at this area. Next would be achievement. Why are you doing this? For achievement, status, for responsibility, for your reputation. All right? Again, if any of these other levels aren't being taken care of, well, then this goal may be in conflict. All right? So you need to understand, what is your why? Why are you wanting this goal right now? Where does it fit in? And finally, once you get all of those basic needs taken care of, then we go into the self-actualization mode, the need for personal growth, to be all you can be, to be fulfilled in your time on this planet, all right? And so take a look at these sample whys and see if you possibly fit in one of these areas. I'm sure that you do. And I want you to know something, though. Regardless of your why, it doesn't matter what your why is, as long as it's stronger than the reason to quit. I want to say that one more time, and I want you to really take that in. It doesn't matter what your why is, as long as it's stronger than your reason to quit. And I want to thank my friend Chris McClatchy for that, because that is so, so true. As long as your why is stronger than your reason to quit, it's bright enough, it's strong enough to pull you down the path into the future where you will be successful. This is Doug O, your Success Accelerator, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on our next lesson.